What is going on, everybody? If you don't already know, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. So today, figured I can't get a video in. Still busy doing some things, but I wanted to get a quick live stream. Let's talk about this defense that, with all the speed we got on the offensive side of the ball, the defense is slowly starting to get forgotten about, which I don't know how, because the defense is set up to do big things this year. This team can be two types of team. It could be a team that shootouts, all types of shootouts, or it could be a team that can play defense and, win that close game, that one score game, that, 14-17 type game. But we also got the team that can drop a 30 bomb if we need to, depending on how the games go. What is going on, Stephen Joyce? Carapool, I'm going to say what's up to you, even though you already coming on here starting this, you know what I mean? Victory, what's good, my guy? Peter Thurman, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, I just wanted to get on a quick stream and talk about this hungry defense, it is. It's going to be hungry. That five-man rotation I got up on the screen with Brandon Graham and Derek Barnett on the outsides and the three big, terrifying D tackles when it comes to Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargraves, and Malik Jackson, who can also rotate outside. I mean, the D-line should stay fresh at all times. And don't forget about a guy like Josh Sweat, and the fact that maybe Avery gets some more playing time as the outside defensive end. He's normally a stand-up rusher in Cleveland, but it could look real good. Rome, one more. What's going on? Victory. Hit that like button early. As you come in, smash that. Something like King James. What's going on? We need to get back to 30 plus a game. I do agree. We're going to have a lot more offensive videos coming up, but I wanted to talk about this defense in the sense that, of course, if the defense is getting you turnovers, if they're getting you short drives or forcing 3 and outs, the offense is going to have more chances to put up that 30 bomb. But guess what? We can have a close game, 17-14. We can have a 28-31 game, but why not get that 30 bomb and hold them under 14? That's when you're Super Bowl contenders. Charlie Chan, what's up? How you doing? I hope your family's safe. Yeah, man, they're staying safe. Of course, they're doing what they got to do, staying inside. Filioso, what's going on? It's all good. It's all good. Our defense is going to be top 5 this season. Ooh, that's a stretch. I'm not saying it won't be, but it's a lot of moving pieces. I believe in these moving pieces that got brought in here. I do believe in them, but I got to see it on tape. But if they all play up to their potential, and you got that rotation, guys are fresh. Fletcher Cox is not beat up throughout the season. All that stuff comes a long way. Rome one said, I'm worried about the linebackers. You and me both. Although I do see potential in a guy like TJ Edwards, and we got some raw potentially guys like the Davion Taylors and stuff. The way our defense is played, we play a lot of sub package. We're not going to be out there in our 4-3 base a lot. So you won't see 3 linebackers out there that much. You'll see 2 linebackers out there. You'll see 1 linebacker out there. And the way our D-line is made, the Y9 that can stay wide and get the quarterback and close up quickly, we take up so much slack that our linebackers don't got to be perfect, because other than Nigel Bradham's 2017 year, we haven't had nobody there, because even Nigel Bradham there was starting to be a liability. And with that being said, we were still able to be top 3 run defense in the NFL. So I do hear you, though. There's not too much certainty at that position. Oh, now you want to be nice. I think we will be better defensively. Of course. Shout outs to Philly Mike. Stay safe, bro. Darian Martin, appreciate you, my guy, all day. We staying safe over here. Ready for Eagles football, Flyers hockey, and airsoft fields to open up. Yeah, it's time. Like I said, this week, or the staff members are starting to get into the NovaCare complex and doing that. We're going to try to, I guess they're going to try to get some, I forgot exactly what they call it, like section yellow, not section, but something yellow where they can start bringing some people in and out. So we got to start getting good. Linebackers are our biggest weakness on the defensive side of the ball, 100%. What's going on, Kevin Corin? our linebackers core is the worst than the Sixers coach. Yeah, you might be able to say that. The linebacking core and Brett Brown are kind of comparable. I'm not going to front on that. Bashir Randall, what's going on? What's going on, the GOAT? We finna have the number one defense coming in with that hot take early. He not letting nobody go. You want to, let me get you a wrench here. Let me get my phone out and get you that. Just hoping for some change going on, Bashir. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Joe George, what is going on? How you been? How you doing? Bashir. Let me get this guy, my man. Roman, I got you with a wrench. Just hit you up with a wrench, my guy. Let's get some of these cons. Can you please give me a wrench? You don't got a wrench? Dang, Care, why you keep deleting the pool? Why you keep deleting him? What's he saying? He's not saying nothing much. He's not saying nothing crazy. I don't know why it says you have one on mine. No, don't. Never mind. All right, let's get back to some of these questions real quick. We just need secondary and linebackers and receivers if we lose in the first round. If we lose in the first round? Wait, what? We just need a good secondary and linebackers and receivers if we lose in the first round. I don't really, how's that equipped to lose in the first round? King James, do you think Barnett and Sweat will finally take the step we've been waiting for? I'm really expecting Derek Barnett to take that step. I do like what Josh Sweat was able to do in a rotational role. And again, someone like Brandon Graham, who's getting up there in age, who still got gas left in the tank. If you watch his snaps, you're going to get a more effective Brandon Graham. He's not going to get gassed and all that good stuff. So he won't be as productive, but he won't get as much production because he'll lose some snaps. But when he's out there, he'll be more productive. And then you got a guy like Josh Sweat who should be getting there. But Derek Barnett got to be that guy. Got to be that first-round pick that we got. Sixers Browns might actually be worse than the Eagles. Yeah, I mean, Brett Brown is some of the worst of the worst. Yo, Mike, do you think our D-line is top 5? I do. I wouldn't say we want to put us at number 1 or 2, but I think we're a solid 4 or 5. I'm telling you, that middle penetration is going to do wonders for a guy like Derek Barnett. If Derek Barnett had any chance to become what he was supposed to be, that first-round talent, it's now. You're not going to be able to just double-team Fletcher Cox. You're going to have that other D tackle that's going to want to wreak havoc in the middle. They're going to be sending a bunch of stuff that way. The ends should be able to eat. They should. Loyal to Houston, what is going on, my guy? Murph the Kenzo, what is going on? How you guys doing? Hi, Tommy. What? But yeah, like I said, we're going to talk about this offense a lot because this offense has stuff that we need to talk about when it comes to the speed. But I do see this team being able to do a lot of things. Still a lot of question marks, even on the offensive side of the ball. We see all the speed that came, and the speed should amount to something really good. But again, X's and O's, chemistry, guys' attitudes, all that stuff got to come to play. But what I saw from Carson Wentz, the last 4 games of the season, the leadership he took up in certain situations that we already talked about this offseason, I can see him galvanize these guys and getting them where they need to be. Not many egos. You got a young Jalen Reagor. You got a Deshaun Jackson who's a vet but got a chip on his shoulder after giving the Philadelphia Eagles, his favorite team. Come on. We know D-Jack's got Philly in his blood. To give us only a 1-game season, I know he feels sorry about that, and he wants to prove it in 2020. So, Stephen Joyce, what up? I'm from Minnesota, everyone. Yeah. Dang, man. I hope you hold it down. I hope you're really safe. I mean, I was out there, the little protest that I was a part of, it was really peaceful. It was actually more peaceful than I thought it would be. I mean, I didn't want it to get no crazy because, at the end of the day, you want it to be about the cause and not anything else. But Stephen Joyce, stay safe, my guy. Yo, you've been here for a minute. Appreciate you 100%. Stay safe and take care, man. Mike Cares talking to me. My name's Tom Murph. Oh, I see. You think we appreciate the super chat, my guy Vic 3. You think we make another free agency move? I mean, it's getting closer and closer for me to say no. Oh, I hear you, Kara. It's getting more and more. I want to say no. June 1st is today. We talked about the Alshon Jeffrey stuff. I'm a believer that he's going to be here for the 2020 season. But if we'll ever make a move, it's in June 1st and on. So we'll have to see about that. But when it comes to free agency moves, you know, I would like another addition to the defensive line. What I have on the screen will do good, but you can always beef it up. Like I said, you got a aging Brandon Graham who still got gas left in the tank, but why don't you save some of that gas and not use it as much as you need to use it? Carson Wentz is the GOAT. I ain't opposed to saying that. You know what I mean? I mean, realistically, I know he can be what we need him to be, but this whole team got to stay healthy. I think Carson Wentz is immensely talented. He just got to get, like I said, it really hasn't been his fault, except for, you know, the injuries, all right? But he proved it with a 16-game season, and a cheap shot took him out, a concussion, not a broken bone, a ligament, nothing along them lines. But what I saw from him in them last 4 games, give him some talent that can respect him and look up to him, which, my God, the sky's the limit. The GOAT, the sky's the limit. What runner backs you think we should keep? It's tough. The Corey Clement signing kind of threw a whole wrench in everything that I thought was going to happen. The simple fact that we brought him back really makes me think, how much are we going to use any of these UDFAs and or Elijah Holyfield, even though Corey Clement does not fit that bruiser role? Jarek Reed, what's going on? He doesn't fit that bruiser role, but I'm thinking it's going to be Miles Sanders, Boston Scott. I think they will keep Corey Clement around because he's one of the guys that know the system the longest. Do I think he can come back to that Super Bowl 52, 2017-18 season, Corey Clement? I would like him to, but he's been pretty banged up since. So I do think they're going to give one of either Killins, Warren, or Elijah Holyfield a shot. Oh, yeah, I saw you on Twitter. I hear you, Kara. You got guys in here saying salute to Steven. Yeah. Hopefully he's safe over there in Minnesota. If Barnett cuts down to mental whoopsies, I still taking a silly penalties, think he will have a good year. Yeah. And in one of my videos, I said that. I mean, he got a lot of roughing the passers last year that was uncalled for and put us in bad situations. But again, the roughing the passer call is pretty like, I mean, it's getting really bad. Who do more number one in the red zone than Wentz? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, he's the best. He's the best in the red zone. We just got to get there more often, and that's where the speed's going to come in to get us down there. And actually, he's not going to have to score as much from the red zone because he's going to be throwing 50-yard bombs for touchdowns. I just wanted to jump in to say hi. Emergency back home, and I have to drive back. Please, everyone, enjoy your night. Fly, Eagles, fly. Philly girl, appreciate you for stopping in real quick. Philly Mike, my man, what's going on, King Poe? What's going on, Lenny D in the house? What's going on, DeJounte Dupree? Oh, wow, this thing jumped on me. Let me get back to some of these. How do we get Yannick come trade deadline? The only way that's going to happen is if Yannick really first half of the season gives the Jaguars front office stuff that they can't handle, which like holding now, crying over this, blah, 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 blah. That's the only way the price can get low enough. Everson Griffin, that's a person who I would love on a 1-year deal because of that mindset. But I would take him and get 1-year deal. Nothing really can go wrong, even if he does have a little bit of, trouble up there. If we run the ball, we'll open up the offense. Always remember Carson Wentz, and I'm not going to just favorite Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz and Nick Foles ran the offense really well 2017 and the 2018 Super Bowl run. But we were a top 3 in rushing. We didn't have a 1,000-yard rusher because that's not our style. But LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi, Corey Clement ran for the 3rd most rushing yards in the NFL. As a team, we did it. Skipped my super chat, my guy? Oh, you did? Oh my goodness. I didn't even see it. Slipped by me. I think the blue and the Cowboys, kind of just drifted by. No, I'm just kidding. Book a high quality band. Appreciate the super chat. How about them somebodies? Be safe, my guy. Much love. Always being safe. But, they had something out there. I had to go check it out. You know what I mean? Had to go check it out. Let me get back down here. My bad for skipping it, though. I really didn't see it because the thing jumped on me. D-Money Savage. 2020 Eagles fitting to come out bringing a banging. I believe the most of the players are going to getting right this offseason. I agree with you on the D-line. Yeah. We need that D-line because, listen, the D-line is going to change everything for the secondary. It's going to make Darius Slay's job easier, even though we don't need to make it easy on him because he's here to lock somebody down. But whoever's playing on the opposite side in that secondary when it comes to safeties, the D-line can make it really easy on them. What is going on? Philly take with RB in the house. Philly Jetty said Carson will be MVP. I'm with it. Lord Brunson got him at 2nd in his odds, and I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. Shouldn't have signed Corey Clement. I kind of thought it was like, And Victory looking out for another guy with a super chat. Appreciate that. Ertz in a 6th round for Yannick. Ooh, at the deadline. If that's the case, he don't have to act up. I think that gets it done. Again, I'm never going to say freely, let's just trade Ertz because Ertz is our guy. But again, football's a business, and if Dallas Goedert is somehow outshining him or doing equal with less targets, who knows? Stephen Joyce said, me and my family are safe. I love hearing that, man. He's coming from Minnesota, still rapping the Eagles green in Minnesota. Much love and prayer to you, my guy. Would love to soon. I'm streaming Wednesday. Maybe he will join me. Oh, Priya, we can get it. Let me know. Just let me know. Let me know, my guy. We get it down. We will get it in. Wentz needs to learn when to move on to the next play when it's not there. Was a cheap shot, but you're right. He can't expose himself like that to his defense. His wide receiver had no separation. To his defense, his wide receiver had no separation. Yeah. And again, Carson Wentz went forward, but we also saw earlier in the season, Carson Wentz dove for a touchdown inside the 3-yard line, and his knee was down but wasn't touched. And the rule changing that happened in that offseason said, guess what? He gave himself up, even diving forward. So maybe he thought, I'm giving myself up again, but still, he could have took better precautions. I agree with that. But that's our guy. He's a fighter. But maybe we need him not to be so much of a fighter. So the Eagles are thinking of trading Alshon Jeffrey. If we trade him, we will need someone to take his place. Who do you think we'll get between Josh Gordon and Taylor Gabriel if you had to choose one? If I had to choose one, I'll probably – Josh Gordon will be the one to replace Alshon Jeffrey. Taylor Gabriel can't play that role. Josh Gordon, who knows what you'll get out of him. To be honest, I don't think we're trading Alshon Jeffrey until 2021 offseason. What do you think of the upgrade coaching staff? I like it. At first, when we didn't get an offensive coordinator and we didn't get Jim Caldwell, I was kind of upset, but I like it because of what we lacked last year. Having Doug Peterson call the plays, but we lacked a sense of creativity. We lacked a sense of security blanket for Doug Peterson throughout the week, creating plays and stuff. Mike Groh was supposed to be doing that, which I don't think he was doing his job right. With that being said, I think a guy like Marty Mornhinweg, Rich Scangnello, and even Andrew Briner, who's going to have their hands in the preparation for the week, are going to be able to implement things. Marty Mornhinweg, he cannot call plays at the right time, but he is a creative mind. He is. Rich Scangnello is a guy who loves to design rollouts, which Carson Wentz needs in this offense. So combining these rollouts, combining the creativity from Marty Mornhinweg, Doug Peterson is going to be more prepared. He got guys to lean on, but he's going to make the calls when they need to be. So implement them plays, hit their playing style with his style, and get it done at the right time. So I do like all the knowledge that Doug Peterson is going to have around him. You read the story of Football Focus. Which one? I'm not sure which one. Let me know. Also, what up, Philly Mike? I ain't coming in a minute, but been here the whole time, brother. It's all good. It's much love in the game. So, it's life, man. To be busy. Sometimes you're like, oh, Philly Mike put a video. Let me watch it. But I'm busy, so I'm not going to comment. It's all love. It's all love. Ertz is the top 2 tight end. That's too steep for a guy on a rotation. Ooh, he'd be a guy on a rotation, you think? Question: if you can pick any former Eagle in their prime, who would you choose? My gosh. It's tough because I love a lot of Eagles, but I'm going to go to what we don't have. So, running back, there's a lot of, you got LaShawn, you got Brian Westbrook, These are my guys. I'm a little younger. Receiver, you got T.O. Cornerback, you got, the Troy Vincents and the Asante Samuels and stuff. So I'd probably either go receiver or corner because never mind. Maybe a Jeremiah Trotter in the middle. Help that linebacking core. That's really, really where we're hurting. So maybe there. Or, something along them lines. But I would look at the position that we're most hurting at and take it. But there's a lot of great Eagle primes, a lot of great. Reggie White, along that defensive line. A lot of them things. And it is going to be expensive, though, because he's looking for a big contract. The Eagles are way over the cap for next year already. You're right. It's one of them things that we could talk about, but the money might never work. But how he's been known to do some stranger things. But I do agree. It's kind of hard to schedule that in already being so over the cap. We're already going to have to restructure a lot of contracts and all and stuff like that. Miles Sanders lead the league in rushing, Wentz in touchdowns. Bang, stamp that. I'll take that. That's a beautiful hot take. I don't think we make another move until later, near the beginning of the season. We'll look to be bringing back Peters, Curry, and McCoy, depending on how our young guys look. Guy, again, he's not saying bring them back right away, but these are 3 guys that we could keep in mind. So if we get an injury early in training camp or this, that, and the third, we got these guys on call. Sorry, I'm far behind, so I'm trying to way behind. So I'm gonna try to rotate slowly to the front. If I missed your comment, recycle that bad boy, and I got you. What's going on, BD Plays? Victory, I'm gonna talk about that football focus thing. Oh yeah, about Dallas Goedert being one of the best tight ends. Yeah, I did see that. You think the Eagles are gonna sign another veteran running back or linebacker? I'm thinking not anymore. I think they're going to keep guys on standby, but I don't think we're going to make our way to do that at this point. I think they do like the Elijah Holyfields and the Michael Warrens who can step in. Mr. Stanley, the jersey winner. I think we good right where we at. I want our young players to grow. I ain't mad. And I did put that jersey order in, so when I get confirmation of when it should be arriving to you, we talk about it. I actually think Sidney Jones will step up with Slay on the opposite side of him. Is that crazy? No, not at all. I think he has the talent to do it. He's been working with the right things. He's going to have less responsibilities being the number 2 with Slay over there because Slay should shadow. Kittle and 49ers are negotiating on a contract. If Kittle gets his contract done, Ertz may next out the door after this year. Might be out the door after this year. Yeah, I heard Kittle wants wide receiver money, so I don't know what that's going to make Ertz want. Just to my point, we need to have Slay follow the best receiver, which then makes our second corner have an easier task. Paul 44, what's going on, my guy? For anyone that wants to trade Yannick, what are you willing to give them up? Yeah, at the end of the day, it's easy to say let's get Yannick, but we got to have a legit trade. A 3rd and a 5th for Leonard Fournette. Ought to be down. Yo. What's going on? Taquan Fortune. Wentz just has to stop going head first. You right. Yo that. What I missed. Philly Fresh is in the building. What's going on, my guy? Not much. We get on here talking about the defense and then the chat take it away. And I'm way behind, so I am going to rotate now for real. I'm trying to see anybody that I missed that's new. I'm loving them customized Jordans. Yeah, man. I try. If only. I hope Ward Jr. proves that he's still that guy. How awesome would it be if our receivers are that good and Ward is not the Ward is the odd man out? Hey, if he's the odd man out, that means these guys been showing something. Right? Doug is the head coach, but can't do everything. I love his staff. Yeah. See, I'm way far behind. So we going to cycle over. Like I said, if I didn't get your thing, just refill it, resend the message. But we going to get back to the top. So we kind of close to the top now. Once we got Wentz, I'll come in and play linebacker, and we'll be all right. Jamal, hey, he said he's going to come in, play some linebacker. You know, I ain't mad at it. What you benching? Everyone in the chat, please hit that like button, show that appreciation. Appreciate it. I appreciate it if you showed appreciation. You're the GOAT. That question you asked me, the GOAT, what would be your prime guy that you bring back to play for the Eagles right now? Let me know. Everyone talking about how great the Cowgirls look on paper. Have people seen our depth chart? We looking solid with more players on the rise. Yeah. Listen, LaDainius Tomlinson, he called us a sleeper. We are. We're a little bit off the radar. People are talking about, there is analysis out there who are giving us our props, but they low-key giving us our props. But I like that. I think Yannick would cost too much to sign. We already spent a lot of money on the D-line. You're right. The numbers doesn't really look like we can add the numbers right, but if anyone could do it, it'd be Howie. But I'm not overly confident it could get done. D tackles make linebackers less important. More side-to-side action like speed at linebacker. Correct. If you got in here a little late, I started out with that. People were talking about our linebackers. I said the way the Eagles' defensive line is set up, we're set up to not have that dominant thumper linebacker in the middle because our defensive line cleans up the run game. We haven't had a really good linebacker in a minute, and we're still top 3 in run defense. It's just how we're set up. You're right. How many wide receivers you think we will keep on the roster after the final cuts? I'm hoping they go as deep as 7. I think they'll probably keep 6. So I would love 7, though, especially with that expanded roster thing. Ertz contract figure will be too much. I love him, but I'd move Ertz right now. Whew. Hurts the soul, but I hear you. I'm bringing back Reggie White. There you go. Yeah, let me ask a question to the chat. If you could bring back any prime Eagle and put him on this 2020 roster, that means if you pick a running back position, you're pretty much saying he's going to start over Miles Sanders. You pick a receiver, he's going to be the number 1. You pick any position you pick, you got to put him over there. Who is your prime guy you're taking? Do you think we could sign Parker and Coleman to a longer deal next year? I'm hoping that they play good enough to get that long-term contract as we restructure guys. Who do you think the Eagles have to cover Cowboys' Blake Jarwin? Will Parks. He's pretty good at covering linebackers, tight ends, and that's why you get a guy like Kavon Wallace, who's a bigger body, who could stay around the line of scrimmage. But right now, I think we got to worry about them receivers over Blake Jarwin. But I hear you, though. As long as our young linebackers and corners get better at tackling, I think we'll be good. That's the only downside I see with Slay. He's not one to stick his nose and get dirty. You're right. He's not the best, tackler, helping to run support. But I think we got a lot of players around to do that, like the Ronnie McLeods, the Jalen Mills, a guy like Will Parks, the D-line who, don't give up. Fletcher Cox will chase down the field as well. But I do hear you. I would give Derek Barnett and a 3rd-round pick for Yannick. Interesting. Hot take. We trade for Yannick at the deadline, but it cost us having to let go of Cox and Djax. Whoa. The following season. Whoa. That's rough. If I missed your comment, let me read these last 2 before we get into your guy's prime guy, bring him back to the Philadelphia Eagles. No, we don't move Ertz now. He's our go-to pass catcher for Carson. You think Jalen Mills is ready to take on that role that Malcolm Jenkins excelled at for us all these years? Also, did you hear about how Malcolm Jenkins helped work out with Will Parks? Yeah, Will Parks, Ronnie McLeod, and Malcolm Jenkins were together. And yeah, it just shows that deep down Malcolm's still an Eagle. And hey, Will Parks, and you saw he had a whole notebook. He had a whole notebook of straight notes that he took from a guy who could do it all. Maybe as he got a little older, he slowed down a little bit, but Malcolm Jenkins was still playing at a high level. And so much love and respect for that. But let's get into these prime guys. Brian Dawkins, Harold Carmichael, receiver, Jeremiah Trotter in a spot that we're desperately needing a linebacker. Brian Dawkins on the defense, I'll bring him back. We need help in this. I mean, the safeties, we're not 100% sure with Jalen Mills and them. Reggie White or Chucky B. Yes, easily. Reggie White. I'll bring back Longview, Texas native Bobby Taylor. Lobo up. Hey, how about that corner? That right. Don't forget about Jake Baldwin. Who gonna cover him? Dallas Cowboys for life. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Okay, with the team we have, Randall Cunningham. Here you go. Here you go. Jalen Mills will be a great safety for y'all. Appreciate that. Yeah, his weaknesses will be covered. His weaknesses as a corner will be covered up more as a safety. So, Chuck B, sorry for the bad spelling. It's all good. I'm not a good reader either, so we all good. My man Jamal said, I will bring back Nelson Aguilar. Yo, I have to. All right, guys, I'm out. I'll see y'all tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding, but that's wild. Jerome Brown, a beast. Good one. I would bring back Jerome Brown, not only because his life was ended way too soon, but because he was a great, great football player, Hall of Famer, in my opinion. I ain't mad. Will Parks needs to start over Jalen Mills. Interesting. I think the reason they probably won't, because he has to learn the system, and with this COVID, it's going to be hard. But I think Will Parks is a guy that you're going to see fill in at safety and fill in at that will linebacker spot. When we play a sub package, we're going to take one of our linebackers off, put Will Parks as that outside will linebacker where he can, play at the line of scrimmage and, play against the tight ends in passing situations. Yeah, everybody's laughing at Jamal. That's rough, though. My man said Nelson Aguilar in the flesh. But yeah, so a lot of these guys are bringing back some great Eagles. But yeah, I would probably be thinking about either a wide receiver, a corner, or a linebacker. Because if we got another shutdown corner on side of Slay, my goodness. You bring Brian Dawkins back there to solidify that safety spot, my goodness. Jeremiah Trotter, my goodness. I love Nelly, but he ain't right mentally here. 17, 18 season, we were loving him. I mean, y'all remember in the Super Bowl, I forgot who Nelson Aguilar did it with, but he caught a pass on a slant and they high-fived. Y'all remember that, right? There you go, Harold Carmichael. He'll be catching balls out there. Tall as crap. Appreciate the super chat, my guy, Vic 3. Right now at the moment, who has the higher upside, Yannick or Cox? Oh, if you're going to say upside, it got to be Yannick for the fact that he's young and ascending. But who's the better player right now? Cox. Asante Samuels. He'll be a baller. On the outside, you got the lockdown guy and you got the guy who jumps all these passes, interception master. Deuce. I would bring back Reggie White or Chuck B. Who would you choose from those two? It's tough. I have to go Reggie White, though, even though he dissed us for the Packers. Secondhand coach, what up, bro? Live from Richmond, VA. Kavon ready? I would bring back Vic to back up Cunningham. Woohoo! No love to the – just get him out, right? Kavon ready. Kavon ready in the sense that he's not going to be a day one starter. But I can say by week 2, by week 3, in our sub packages, where I was saying Will Parks can play that will linebacker where he plays close to the line of scrimmage, plays some tight ends, rushes the passer on certain occasions. That's going to be how Kevon Wallace starts as the Philadelphia Eagles. He's going to be in them 3 safety sub packages looks. He's going to show that he can sniff out, blitz the passer, get in there and help stop the run. And he'll make his way. I would bring back Ajayi. I'm not opposed to bringing back Ajayi on that Super Bowl run, but when we're talking about all the Eagles in their prime, I'm just kidding. No wrong answer here, really. I mean, even Nelson Aguilar was the right answer, even though I know he was kidding. Guys, Aldon Smith back, looking like the old Aldon Smith, but better. He's 285 pounds. He's a beast. Do you guys have anybody to block Aldon Smith? And I got to see it, my guy, because 5 years is a long time. I mean, you could look right. You can look like this. I mean, Shannon Sharp, he looks like he can still do something. But he says he can't. He's in shape, though. But I hear you. We got to see. 5 years is a while. I'll bring back tight end Keith Jackson. Ooh, I haven't heard that in a while. But dang. I mean, you're bringing back a position that we're already loaded at. But I hear you. Sorry, I had to say it to you. Say what? William Thomas is much needed at the linebacker spot. Oh my God. I got to sneeze, but it won't come out. Hey, we can always use linebackers. What does that one say? Hey, Mike, bring back Chris Long. Ooh, interesting. I think we should look into EDP 445 at a huge bag. Hey, definitely. Why not? We're looking at anybody now. I would bring back Jordan Howard. Hey, now we getting more, recent guys. Brian Westbrook, that's my guy. But the only reason I didn't mention like a running back or a tight end or a quarterback is because I think we're good at that position. So these are all much loved players, Vic, Cunningham, McNabb, Westbrook, Shady. But I think, Chad Lewis, Keith Jackson, all them. But I just think that we're good at that position, so I'd rather target a position that we need. Bro, I love Carson Wentz, but he frustrates me sometimes with his head first diving and missing the open reads. On the amazing throw to Miles in the back of the end zone, Goddard was wide open. I'm going to have to relook at that. Can't forget about Deuce. Because he's over here still coaching for us. Dude getting it done. Yo, Mike, I've only asked Gate City, but who do you see our starting wide receivers be? I got him right now being Deshaun Jackson, Jalen Reagor, and if, depending on how this coronavirus goes, the slot position's what's up for grabs, and I think it's going to be out of Goodwin, Whiteside, or Ward. And I'm thinking it might be Ward. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I want to see if Goodwin can stay healthy. That's his main problem. Hey. But I would go Reagor, Deshaun, and Ward, Whiteside, Goodwin. I'll lean towards Ward. Chris Long so I can watch him. Here you go. We bring back Terrell Owens. Help Wentz. That would really help Carson. I'm taking it. Chris Long, yeah, she does. Cornerback, Eric Allen. OP Christmas in the building. What's going on, my guy? Who has seen Aldon Smith in pads in for like 4 years? We haven't. That's the problem. I ran a 5.4 flat. Put me in at slow wide receiver, bro. Hey, you still do better than Mac Hollins, right? I ain't mad at the game. Let's talk about Aldon Smith. Hold on 1 second. You can't.
And the one black. Pick the white one.
Hold on, guys. Sorry. All right, go over there.
Okay.
Sorry. We just got to take care of some technical difficulties. All right, you good. Go. Beat it.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. Shut the door, please.
Beat
it. All right, let me just get back to where we were at. The real Mike says T.O. definitely would help out. T.O. you got Deshaun. Whew. For all that, bring back FedEx back. Strap on the belt, right? 4th and 26. I'll bring back running back, pass catcher, Keith Byers. That's a good choice. Hold on, let me turn this little thing off that's over there. 1 second. What up? I don't know. How bad was that sound? Was that sound bad? Was that little humming in the background too much, or was it not that bad? I just realized it. Ooh, John Runyon, Jeremy Macklin, Jalen Williams. What's going on, my guy? Everybody's picking up. Who would they? Well, we kind of got out of the prime now. Now we're just saying some fun fan favorite Eagles. But the question was, if you can bring back one Eagle that was in the past in their prime now and plug them in and play, who would you pick? And so my thing was, I was trying to keep it away from the guys that we have good at positions already. Like, I like Miles Sanders, so even though B-Dub and Shady are better right now, I'm going to stay away from that. I'm going to stay away from any tight ends because they were pretty good too. I mean, we were loaded there. So that's why everybody's naming them kind of guys. Thoughts on we get Vinny Curry back? I mean, if we don't go get the Everson Griffin, the Jadeveon Clowney, which I doubt we're going to get him with the money situation, then yeah, I'm down for it. He had 5 sacks as a rotational player. I do want to see Avery get some snaps at regular DN, but he said, hi, I'm Dak. Teams above 500 scare me. I'm dead. I don't think Alden Smith will still be the same guy. Dallas needs to find a way to mesh all those guys together. You're right. Adrian Killins, hopefully he makes a team so he can play some, what do you call it? Special teams or whatnot. So yeah, you have a track for wide receiver core. Okay, let's see what they can do against my beloved Dallas Cowboys. And we're gonna see. I love all competition talks on here as long as it doesn't get all crazily personal and whatnot. It's gonna be a battle. But we're gonna have to wait and see. You guys got an immensely talented offense, but you had that last year too. So we'll see how it goes with the new coach and everything else. No worries, bro. Handle your biz all day, every day. So how was that noise in the background? Was it bad? Because if not, I'm about to turn back on because it's kind of hot. He said the sexiest vegan ever has arrived. Yo, I didn't put your comment up on the last live stream with me, Gate City, and Philly Fresh, but you called me. You said, guys, I want you to know I'm really not a vegan. I don't know exactly. However you said it, it was funny, but I didn't get to put it up there because they were talking about something. How about Javon Curse? Low key getting it. Yeah. Philly Fanatic, what's good, man? Hope everybody's staying safe. Yes, appreciate that. Philly Fanatic is another Philadelphia Eagles and Philadelphia sports content creator. Make sure you check him out. Yo, he said, I'm dead. He said, do you think I'm a good quarterback? Asante Samuels is the guy that I mentioned too. I mentioned like the Troy Vinces, maybe the Bobby Taylors, the Asante Samuels, a guy that you can plug in on the side of Darius Slay, and you're, that's dirty. It's dirty. All right, you good? So I'm gonna go back and turn it on real quick. 1 second. What's going on? Back. All right, let's get that. The polished rifle. Oh, there you go. As much as I love War, when Goodwin is healthy, he is a force. Imagine him with Rager and Deshaun. Yeah, when he's healthy. So that's my biggest thing. He stays healthy, and you're right, he can be. But he still also plays a lot on the outside as that flanker, but he can play the slot, definitely. Reggie White, I'm with it. No worries. Fatherly duties always come first. Yeah. Or the freak, Javon. Yep. Someone else just mentioned him too. But yeah, man, he cried when we lost that Super Bowl. I remember that. I got the little DVD set. I mean, not DVD set, the DVD of our whole season leading up, blah, 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 blah. Man, Javon Curse, the freak. When we signed him and T.O., we knew we were coming. The real Mike said Asante Samuels. Carapusa, no, you good. All right. Oh, we got a Lido Shepherd over there. I ain't mad at the game. Cowboys are trash. I could lock up Amari. He's too slow. Oh, coming with that fire. Trent Cole, Corey Simon. Man, when you bring these guys' names up, it just brings a smile to my face. Love it. Killings can be Brandon Banks if he makes the team year one. Interesting. Listen, I know a lot of people, he's light. Listen, though, if you can get a small package for a guy to come in and do some damage, you can't run him into the ground or nothing like that, but you get a small package, you give him a couple screens, a couple draws, a couple runs to let him play special teams. We got 2 extra spots. He can add value. Damn, shout out to Chuck B, probably the toughest Philadelphia Eagle ever. Rager Jackson, JJ Goodwin. Interesting. Have you seen the video workouts of Dak, Zeke, and Dez Bryant on YouTube? Nah. I'm going to have to check that out, though. You good? Stay cool. Turn the AC on, man. You already know. Chris says, F? What's F? Ricky Waters, would you give that Thunder and Lightning? That would definitely be the Thunder and Lightning. Yo, where did Dak go? I'm dead. Samuels was a turnover machine. Yeah, yo. He wasn't the best man-to-man coverage kind of guy. He could do it. But you get this guy in a nice zone, man, does he break on the ball, and he can find the ball. He's a ball machine, a ball magnet, a turnover machine, everything you just said, my guy. I love that about him. I mean, there was like a 3-year span, 3-year spam, I try to say. What am I thinking? That he led the league. No one had nowhere near the interceptions he had in that 3-year span. Appreciate you, man. Want to collab with the community more? Just got a new laptop. Yeah, we definitely talk about it, my guy. Hit me up on Twitter. We're going to find out when Alden Smith my beloved Cowboys get on the field. Alden Smith's going to make a lot of noise this year. Remember, I said that. Alden Smith, the beast. I'm going to hold you to it, Dwight Davis. I'm going to hold you to it. Jeremy Macklin, yeah. You know what I love, though? That Jalen Reagor is now number 18. He got to be – listen, you can't wear 18 and just flop. You got to play a little bit. Will Montgomery, bring him back. Trent Cole. I don't trust anyone named Wilbert. My dad's name was Wilbert. Oh, my goodness. Hey. Yo, Garrett Pools. Be nice. Didn't you learn from Philly 500 channel? It really got to be something really negative to get blocked. Because, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, no, just kidding. The revolution will not be televised. Ooh. You could trust Wilbert Montgomery. Eric Allen, Michael Westbrook. Think Quez Watkins make the roster? I hope so. I was on that guy since March. I liked Hightower, but I never really looked into him to really say if I like him or not. But because they picked Hightower first, unless Quez really surprised at this whatever training camp we have, it's going to be hard. But I was on Quez as a late round pick since March. Come on, Mac. We need sports. We must be playoff time? What? I typed F because your stream messed up for a few seconds. It's a meme. I blocked my screen so I could take care of something real quick, but it's all good. Asante was 100% zone, 0 fit for Jim's defense. Yeah, but good defensive coordinators play to their players. We're gonna have to see, because Jim Schwartz better play to the strength of Darius Slay chasing or following, however you call it. Cannot wait for the season to begin. I know Hightower will make the roster. I ain't mad. Watch Jalen Hurts will be the next Vic. Ooh, hot take. Jaquay Thomas. Oh, wow. Does anybody have a few dollars I can borrow? My boss won't play. I hated Asante so what? Until the day he became. Oh, I'm from the Northeast and most of my buddies are Pats fans. Yeah, that made sense. I thought you were saying like you hate him while he played for the Eagles, but yeah, he was dirty over there and he was dirty over here. Djax, Alshon, Reagor, Goodwin, Watkins, Hightower. Are we going to keep all of them? If you keep one of them, that means probably JJ or Whiteside's going. And although Whiteside has not played good, I don't see them getting rid of him after just one rookie campaign. So that means they possibly let Ward go, and I don't know. That's going to be tough. Between Ward, Watkins, Hightower, and them three, it's going to be tough, including Goodwin too, because health has to stay available. If he doesn't stay healthy, which he has been having problems doing, then it solved the problem for us. Kara Poole said, yo, Dak, I got you, bro. I have a feeling Hightower, Reagor, and Watkins will be the wide receiver core for years to come. That would be lovely to grow with Carson. He means like F in the chat. All right, you are old. Hey, I'm not old, but I'm old school. That's what you know what I mean? I know that's what I read. Like, who is that? if the Cowboys don't stay of the Scarface 3 or 4, if the Cowboys don't stay of the Scarface, 3 or 4 of them will be suspended before we play them anyways. Hey, they're known for that. Yo, shout out to teams above 500 scared me who's pretending to be Dak. Yo, that's crazy. He said, thank you, Karen. My backup can make it rain, but I can't. I'm dead. South Carolina now, but from Vermont. Shout out to you. Don't forget that J.J. Arcega-Whiteside might be a starter due to his versatility. He has played in the slot and outside. D-Jax lined up in the slot a healthy amount of times last year, and Jalen Reagor because has two basically. Jalen Reagor's versatile too. Yeah, that's the thing. We got a lot of mixed match pieces. Jalen Reagor can play that X, and he can play the flanker and the slot. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside can play the slot and the X. So, hey, we will forget everything J.J. Arcega-Whiteside did last year. If he comes out game 1 and has a stat line like even like this, 7 for 92 and a touchdown in the first game, 7 for 92 and a touchdown, how we feeling about J.J. Arcega-Whiteside going into week 2? Just that. How do we feel about him? Dak, I read your future. I told you beware. This is J.J. Arcega-Whiteside's make it or break it year. I ain't mad. 44 people, 44 likes. Y'all, come on now. Tell him, my man. Come on. It doesn't take nothing to smash that like button on the way in. And if I bore you, come on, just hit it on the way out. And if you're still in here, just hit the X off the live chat, hit the like button, come back in and let's talk. Boomer Mike. Here we go with some more Dak stuff. I don't want to see any of the promising young receivers cut. True. It would suck because could you imagine you cut a guy like Hightower, you cut a guy like Watkins, you cut one of them promising young receivers, someone else picks him up, they put him on the practice squad and or the roster, the back end of the roster, and next thing you know, by week 7, 8, 9, Quez Watkins highlights scoring touchdowns, or John Hightower highlights scoring touchdowns. So it's going to be in our best interest to grow with Carson Wentz to get these guys in training camp as soon as possible and get what we can get out of them. And again, a guy like Goodwin should still have to battle for the spot. Yes, he's a veteran. But again, if he's not immensely better than Quez Watkins, you got to watch because you got Quez for the future. You got him for how much longer with his injury status. So it's a tough one, but I agree with you. Like Bro's live stream. I ain't mad. And this is coming from a Cowboys fan, my guy. Cowboy fan can hit that like button for me. Come on, Eagle fans. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is jumping rope as we speak. He needs to get quicker with his routes. Exactly. Would much rather cut Alshon Goodwin rather than Hightower and Watkins. You're right. You're right. Dang. Kara loved talking to Dak. Mike, check out the video by the quarterback school about Carson Wentz on YouTube. Pretty interesting. Would love to hear your take on it. Joe George, I'm going to get to that right after this live, my guy. Oh, yeah. Alshon might go to the PUP list. He won't eat if you tell him to leave you alone. Find your safe space. Although D Jax, Goodwin, Jeffrey will definitely be going in 2021, in my opinion. Deshaun Jackson can make a case because he's supposed to be here for this year and next year. If he can play a healthier or healthy-ish season, he can push to finish his deal at least, which will let him go to 2022. But yeah, we have to look for the future. And the Jalen Ragers, the Quez Watkins, the John Hightowers, the Greg Ward Jr.'s, the J.J. Arcega-Whitesides, who can build a chemistry with Carson going forward. Got to get Dallas Goedert involved because eventually he's going to have a deal, and we're going to have to figure out his situation too. Good win battle who? They can get signed to the practice squad. Eagles want to win now. Yeah, I agree. And Goodwin, if healthy, could help us win now. But again, he had one really good season in 2017, and he hasn't been healthy since. So I got to see him be healthy. If he can stay healthy and prove it, then I do believe he can get a roster spot. I'm gonna chill with the lady now. Thanks for streaming, brother. Be safe. Appreciate you, Anthony Rodriguez. Have a good night. Chill out. Yeah, because I ain't doing this too much longer. Got work in the AM, all that good stuff, and I do got to take care of one more thing before I fall out tonight. Practice squad look at our success there. Yeah, true. Again, Rob Davis, Deontay Burnett, practice squad guys who came in, including Greg Ward Jr., and was successful for us when Carson Wentz took over the team and became the leader. So I like that. We do got to get these young guys involved, and I feel like these young guys can do it. John Hightower, Quez Watkins, they're versatile. Who is our backup kicker? Number 4 misses a lot of extra points. Dougie P has to go for 2 points a lot, may cost us in close games. Interesting. He has been, missing them chip shots, and he'd be smacking them far away ones, but missing them chip shots. So I do think, sometimes that's in a kicker's head. You start missing some. It just takes a season to get back to normal because prior to last year, he hasn't been known to miss field goals like that. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for now. I think one of the most underrated moves was getting a brand new team doctor and medical staff. 100% because of the fact that has been our Achilles heel for the last 2 years. Actually, you can even say in the Super Bowl season. Not as many, but a big one in Carson Wentz. But we were able to overcome that. And I'm not going to diminish anything that Nick Foles did. He did great. 2 of the best back-to-back games I've ever seen. So he's going to get the credit. The team played great as a whole, but Nick Foles did do what he can do. Not going to mention next year, extremely deep receiver class. It's going to be a deeper than this year's. Oh, yeah, they got another one coming too. So, again, I'm not hoping, but if the Eagles play up to par and we can stay healthy, we should have a playoff run. With that being said, we'll be picking in the late 20s. So, keep that in mind. You think Ward is who gets cut, and it kind of sucks. It would suck because of what he was able to do by himself. So just think, if the defense know we're giving it to Greg Ward Jr. and or our tight ends, they're going to play some defense on him. You got Deshaun Jackson, Jalen Reagor, tight end sets, or tight ends on the field, whether it be Dallas or Zach Ertz or both or whatnot. Greg Ward Jr. is an afterthought, so he's going to be able to separate against lesser talent. So it's going to be kind of sad to see us cut him, but don't count him out yet. He might be able to win a spot. Dang, we watching a real life love story between Kara and Dak. I'm dead. Y'all, don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends. Appreciate that. Yeah, we about to get off in a little bit, but at the end of the day, what you get from this channel, you get a couple live streams a week. You get a couple regular scheduled programs, and we keep it moving. We talk about it all, from the good, the bad, the ugly, and sad. But in 2020, we're going to be talking about a lot of good. Can I be the best man? Oh, look at y'all guys. Y'all. New med team could be big help, but we're really just due for a healthy year. Yeah. When it comes down to it, you get teams that suffer injuries for a while. The Falcons did, the Jets did, but not Eagles are one of them. Sometimes it just goes around. You got to get hit with that bug and get over it. You got to get over it. The new med staff could help, but we just got to get over it. Because, look, let's be real. Jordan Howard barely ever gets hurt. Comes here, gets hurt. Malik Jackson never misses time, gets hurt. Deshaun Jackson, although he's been injured before, the last 3 years he was able to play double-digit games. Comes here, plays one. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ronald Darby, hurt. Wasn't hurt for the Buffalo Bills, but that's going back years ago. So, I mean, Jordan Hicks, a guy who was talented but couldn't stay on the field, goes to Arizona, healthy. I mean, it's not a coincidence. When guys leave us, they get healthy. When guys come here, they get injured. What? Doug said Ward is a part of their future plans, so it would take a lot for Ward to get cut. My money is on Watkins. Oh, could be. Team above 500 might hold on to wedding. Prenup. What prenup? He not paid. Here, y'all killing me. It's time for me to sign off. Doug also said those coach. Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up. He also said Mike Groh and Carson Walsh will not be leaving. And bang, gone. And you get that fire. I ain't mad. What up, Mike? Bobby OMG. What's going on, my guy? We about to get off in a little bit, but I'll stay on for a minute or two. You know, we need a hospital in Philadelphia. Yeah, we do. It's sad to say, but Ward is the most expendable one on this receiving corps. You might be right, but it's a shame. And my whole thing is, I'm not saying he's not expendable or expendable, but every member on this roster, as we speak, should get a fighting chance in whatever training camp we got to win this spot. Because the more competition, the better talent you're going to bring, because everybody's trying to raise their game to get on the squad. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching and all the constant support, all that good stuff. We just hit in 1 hour and 2 minutes. Carapool, Dak, you're going to have to find another place to conversate. I'm just kidding. He said, I can't wait to move out of my mom's house. I'm dead. He said, yo, Dak, please follow me on Twitter. This should be a daily thing. Woo, there you go. The Philly Talk Podcast, bringing guys together left and right. You know, can't get them the money, but I can get them the honey. I'm dead. Oh, yo, who broke into U-Bake? I need some new kicks. I'm trying to get that drip. I'm dead. Cowboys, Eagles, NFC title game. That would make me like this. Just because of how our games are. Cut J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, save Greg Ward. Hey, I wouldn't be opposed to it myself, but I don't know what the Eagles would do. Oh, wow, look at this. He said, Carapool, I already followed you on another account. You just don't know. So this man just created his account. I think I know who he is, Kara. I think I know. But I ain't telling you because you don't deserve it. Philly Mike about to be an official at the wedding. I'm dead. Good stream, Mike, bro. Have a good night, man. Fly Eagles fly. Appreciate you, Deshaunte Dupree. Yeah, we started getting a little silly at the end of this. The love connection between Dak and Kara right now is looking on me. I said I can't get him the money, but I can get him the honey. So it's cool. Stav Cohen, what's going on, Philly Mike? What is going on with you? I'm just about to log off because it's getting too silly up in here. You know, you can't cut JJ from one season. I agree. What I was saying is I believe that, his play showed nothing, and I don't like it. But I've been saying this whole offseason. You got to give him another chance. I believe the Eagles will give him another chance, and that's what it is. Now, if he's bad in the first 3 to 6 weeks of this season, then you really got to start saying see ya, be ya, bye. But, you already know, Philly Fresh, we be talking about this all the time. But yeah, you just missed the love connection between the girl Carol and this other dude. We're gonna have a marriage here, boys. Put out the music for Dak and Kara. Oh, another great chat, fam. Appreciate you. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. You already know. Mike, you wild. Yeah, right. Because I'm dead. I can't. I gotta get up off this. Dak would be the best man. Yeah, Dak, who would be the best man? Zeke or Amari? What's up, though? Eagles' run defense is good, and our pass defense got upgraded from D- to B+. Paulie Brooks, I like that. I like that. I would say we're a solid B+ because people keep saying, well, who's going to play that second guy to Darius Slay? Whoever it is, whether it be Sidney Jones stepping up, Avonte Maddox who retains his spot, or a guy like Trevor Williams who proves he's healthy and takes that spot, their job's going to be easier if Darius Slay shadows. So I'm with it. No, JJ will be here next season. Remember, Mac? I have the same Sixer poster. Appreciate that. Hopefully, the NBA comes back July 31st. I think they said something like that. If they come back July 31st, let's go. Sixers playoffs in the house. Bad coaching. Oh, yeah, you already know. But, hey, we can't fire them now. We're only going to have a couple games before we get into that. There's like 3 different things that they can put out, 3 different formats. I don't really care. Just get a format and let's get playing some ball. Is Rager plan to stay on this? What? Is Rager plan to stay on this team? Of course. Of course. And who trying to steal my dirt? Oh, yeah. It's about that time. Is Rager plan to stay here for the future? Yeah. Rager's going to be that guy. He's going to grow with Carson Wentz. Grow. But before these guys get married, I'm going to head up on out of here. A couple more comments before I jump up out of here. Yeah, that's crazy. Remember me. Keep me in mind for that FF. I hear you, bro. We're going to keep everybody in mind. But, for everybody that's left in here, I do want to say about 2 weeks ago, I said I was going to be putting up a member channel membership. I just wanted to get all this last minute moving stuff out of the way. So whatever I do offer you guys, I can fulfill. I'm going to I don't know if I'm going to have 3 categories or 2 categories. I'm going to offer stuff all the way up to people being in my videos, to picking my videos, to shout outs, to the loyalty badge, to playing Madden one-on-one versus me, to member community posts, and to member live streams. All that stuff's going to be in there. So we're going to figure out how we're going to add it all up. But I'm going to be doing that. It should be dropping tomorrow or the next day. That video came out 2 weeks ago, but I've made sure I've been busy with the move and stuff. So appreciate everybody. And again, it's all love, just you coming in and showing up and saying what's up. That's all I really need from you guys. But for those who wants that, plus I'm going to be doing a members only video. That's going to be either once or twice a week where I do a video solely for the members, and we're going to call it a day. So member chat, member this, but the top members have a chance to be on live streams and or in my videos. I'll get your takes for the Eagles and put them in the video. With all that being said, who's trying to steal Kara from me? Oh, man, you done woke up the wrong beast. Appreciate you stopping in here, Stav Cohen. We about to get out, though, anyways. Great live. Check out the quarterback school. Yep, I'm gonna check that out. Joe George quarterback school video about Carson Wentz, and I'll talk about that in my next live, or maybe talk about that a little bit in one of my next videos. Maybe I'll do a Carson Wentz full video. So we gonna get it. But until next time, you know what time it is. Hit the wrong button. You know what time it is. Philly Eagles. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. It's all love. You know what